You think you know what a winger is. Left side, right side, run fast, cross the ball. But here's the problem. While you're still playing like it's 2010, the game has evolved into something you don't even recognize yet. The modern winger isn't a position anymore. It's a weapon system. And if you can't identify which weapon you are, you're already obsolete. This video will show you the 5 types of wingers dominating elite football right now, the exact psychology behind why they destroy defenders, and most importantly, which one matches your natural instincts so you can stop trying to be someone you're not and start becoming unstoppable at what you're already good at. By the end of this, you'll see the pitch completely differently. Let's begin. The first type is what I call the phantom drifter. Most players think width means hugging the touchline like it's a safety blanket, but the phantom drifter understands something counterintuitive. The most dangerous space on the pitch is the space defenders don't want to defend. This player starts wide, yes, but their real skill is vanishing from their marker's peripheral vision and reappearing in the half space between fullback and center back, that 10-meter channel where chaos is born. Think about Bernardo Silva at Manchester City. He's listed as a winger, but watch where he actually receives the ball during build-up. He's floating into pockets, dragging his marker into no man's land, creating a 2 versus 1 situation for his teammates without the defender even realizing they've been manipulated. The psychological warfare here is brutal because defenders are trained to mark space or mark a man, but the phantom drifter makes them choose, and either choice is wrong. When you drift inside, the fullback has to decide, do I follow and leave a gap behind me? Or do I hold my position and let this guy receive in a dangerous area? Both options break the defensive structure. Physically, this works because you're attacking the blind side of the center back while simultaneously pulling the fullback out of position, creating a numerical advantage for your teammates. The key is timing your drift for when the ball is on the opposite flank or when your team's midfielder is about to receive under pressure. That's when defenders are watching the ball and you become invisible. The summary for the phantom drifter is simple. You don't beat defenders by running past them. You beat them by making them defend ghosts. The second type flips everything on its head. This is the touchline terrorist, and this player believes in one pure truth. Width is violence. While everyone else is cutting inside and trying to be messy, the touchline terrorists stay so wide they're practically in the stands, forcing the fullback to make an impossible choice every single time. Adama Traoré is the perfect example of this archetype. When he gets the ball in that right touchline, the defender knows exactly what's coming, a foot race to the byline, and they still can't stop it. That's the beautiful cruelty of this role. There's no trickery, no deception, just raw physical domination. The psychology behind this is fascinating because it weaponizes doubt. When you stay glued to that touchline, the fullback can't cheat inside. They can't help their center back. They can't tuck in to compress space. They're trapped in a 1 versus 1 battle they didn't want. And every time you get the ball, their brain is screaming at them to make a decision, show you inside or show you outside. And here's the secret. It doesn't matter what they choose because you've already conditioned them to fear both options. If they show you inside, you explode down the line. If they show you outside, you've got the cutback or the cross. The physical component is obvious. You need genuine pace. But what's underrated is your ability to manipulate your body position to sell the acceleration before it happens. Lean one way, push off the opposite foot, and suddenly you've gained that crucial half meter that turns a 50-50 into a foot race you've already won. Remember this, the touchline terrorist doesn't need 20 moves in their locker, they need 2 moves, performed at a level the defenders simply cannot handle. Now we get to the most misunderstood type, the inverted assassin. This is the winger everyone thinks they should be because this is what social media has glamorized, cutting inside onto your strong foot and shooting far post. But here's what the highlight reels don't show you. The inverted assassin isn't just cutting inside randomly, they're manipulating defensive geometry with surgical precision. Robben built an entire Hall of Fame career on one move that every defender in the world knew was coming, and it didn't matter. Left wing, cut inside onto his left foot, curl at far post. Bayern Munich won everything with this move that everyone could see coming from a mile away. Why? Because the inverted assassin understands angles and leverage. When you're a left-footed player on the right wing, every time you receive the ball facing forward, you're already in a shooting position. The defender knows this, but knowing and stopping are completely different. The moment they drop their weight to show you outside, you've already shifted the ball inside and their hip rotation is too slow to recover. The psychological edge here is that you're turning the defender's correct decision into the wrong one. They should show you outside onto your weak foot. That's textbook defending. But you've practiced that weak foot so much that showing you outside is exactly what you want. Or you're so comfortable cutting inside that you'll take the shot from 25 yards, and they know it. So they have to close you down aggressively, which opens up the pass. The physical key is your first touch out of your feet. Most amateur players cut inside with the ball too close to their body, which gives the defender time to adjust. Elite inverted wingers take that first touch at 45 degrees, 18 inches away from their body, and suddenly they're in shooting space before the defender's second step. Here's your mantra. The inverted assassin doesn't cut inside to dribble. They cut inside to end the move. The fourth type is what I call the false winger, and this is where tactics meet mind games. The false winger is listed on the team sheet as a wide player, but operates as a central midfielder who occasionally remembers they're supposed to be on the wing. Phil Foden at Manchester City is the clearest example of this evolution. He'll start the game on the left, but within 5 minutes he's receiving the ball as a number 8, then suddenly he's the false 9, then he's overlapping the left back, and the opposition has no idea how to mark him because he's not in any position long enough to be marked. The brilliance of the false winger is positional chaos. Defenders and midfielders are trained with zonal responsibilities, but when you're constantly interchanging positions, you create what coaches call defensive dilemmas, where two players both think the other one is marking you, which means nobody is marking you. The psychological impact on the opposition is exhausting because they can't settle into a rhythm. Every time they think they've identified your pattern, you're somewhere else. Physically, this role demands intelligence more than pace. You need to understand spaces before they open, to see the pass before your teammate asks for it, to recognize when your striker needs you to be a winger and when your midfielder needs you to be a striker. The movement is constant, but it's not random. You're pulling defenders into areas where they create problems for their teammates. The essential truth about the false winger is this: you're not trying to beat your marker, you're trying to make your marker irrelevant. And the fifth and final type is the most aggressive, most direct, and most feared when done correctly. This is the box crasher, and this winger has one obsession: get into goal-scoring positions more than anyone else on the pitch. Heung-min is the perfect embodiment of this mentality. Yes, he starts on the wing, but watch his heat map over 90 minutes, and you'll see that he's in the penalty box more than some strikers. The box crasher has rejected the idea that wingers are support players. They're not there to create for others, they're there to finish. The definition of this role is simple: arrive late, arrive often, arrive unmarked. Defenders are conditioned to watch the striker, which means when you're timing your run from deep, you're invisible until it's too late. The psychological pressure behind this is predatory. You're hunting space, not the ball. While everyone is watching the cross come in, you're scanning to see which defender is ball watching, which zone is unprotected, where the second ball will land. And then you arrive with momentum while the defender is flat-footed. The physical component is all about timing and acceleration over 5 yards. You don't need to be the fastest player on the pitch. You need to be the fastest over the distance that matters, from the edge of the box to the 6-yard line. That burst of speed combined with your late arrival means you're running onto the ball at full pace while defenders are trying to adjust their body position. The box crasher lives by one principle: goals are the only statistic that matter, and if you're not in the box, you can't score. So here's what you need to understand. You don't choose which type of winger you want to be based on who looks coolest on Instagram. You choose based on your natural strengths, your instincts, your body type, your football intelligence. If you're quick but not rapid, become the phantom drifter. If you're genuinely fast and powerful, become the touchline terrorist. If you've got a wand of a foot and can shoot, become the inverted assassin. If you read the game 3 seconds faster than everyone else, become the false winger. And if you're ruthless, if you smell goals, if you're willing to gamble and arrive in the box even when the ball might not come, become the box crasher. The game has evolved past the point where one type of winger dominates. The modern game rewards specialists who know exactly what they are and become undeniable at it. That's when you become unplayable. So take these into your next game. Before you step on that pitch, decide which weapon you're going to be. Study one player who embodies that role. Watch how they move off the ball, not just what they do on it. And then commit to it completely for 90 minutes. No switching styles, no trying to be all 5 types in one game. Become one thing, done better than your opponent can handle. If you want to go deeper, I've built an entire training system breaking down each of these winger types with specific drills, movement patterns, and game footage analysis. Link is in the description. In Join Night Discord community, where over 3,000 players are studying the game at this level, sharing their own film, and elevating together. The game is waiting for you to stop playing it the old way. Become the winger you were always supposed to be.